Welcome back, everybody, to John's Kitchen. Today, we're going to make something so simple, the wife and I just call it the dip. We got this a long time ago, and with football season coming up in 2 more weeks, go Pack Go, we're from Wisconsin, that this is going to be a staple and you have to cook this up. We're going to do it in the crock pot. This is going to be our dinner as we watch the preseason. Okay, everybody, it's the dip. That's what we call it. So I got a special guest going to help me out, and that is my wife, Jane.
Hello.
Okay, you need to say hi. So we don't even have this written down. So basically what it is we were in Walmart one day walking down there, and a Walmart employee said, "Hey, did you ever try this dip?" We're like, "What dip?" And Hormel chili used to have a kit. I don't know if you could still get it, but we were like, okay. And she says, yeah, grind up some hamburger, put this in a microwave dish, and boom, good to go. But we're going to do it in a crock pot. So what you need is 1 can, and that's 15 ounces of Hormel chili, no beans, or any chili that you like. You want beans in it, get it with beans, right?
Right. We just prefer it without.
Yeah. So you can do it this way, okay? Any type of chili. They got that fireside chili and everything else, but you just go it this way. And then they didn't have the cheese anymore, but they had this cheese, Premier Cheddar. And we like this cheese. And so this is 15 ounces too. And what you do is you do a 1-to-1. This is how basic that recipe was. You put it in a glass, microwave glass, nuke it, and you got your dip. Well, we decided to expand. So we never even wrote this down, so we're going to try to do this right now. So what we're going to do is I can never say that. Vidalia onion, a yellow onion, a sweet onion. And this is the Chop Wizard. I'll put a link in it. This thing is excellent for how small and diced. So if you didn't go to culinary school and learn how to chop like a ninja or work in a kitchen, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, we just do it that way. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to chop up an onion. So we're just going to get this chopped up. So grab your onion, and if you like to chop it, then chop it. But if you have one of these, use that. It's one of those easy cheats for the kitchen. And another tool for me, right?
It's another gadget. We like gadgets here.
So I use my finger to guide it, and I like to do it nice and thin. So the onions become very thin and translucent when you cook them in the ground beef. Oh, that's the one thing I forgot to show. Where is it now? We added, what did I do with it? Oh, we decided to add diced tomatoes. And we always go with the basil, garlic, and oregano. Because this, like you said, right? Remember?
It needed something. It needed something else.
But the great thing about this too, everybody, is that you could do whatever you want. You could add more seasoning to it, taco sauce, jalapenos, however your family and your group of people are. But this is a staple in this household for us when we watch the Packers. And it is very filling, right?
Very filling.
All right, let's make sure this isn't going to be too loud. So it probably is. So I have to say I'm sorry for that. But this makes perfect. You know, I'm no Chef Ramsay.
And this has different attachments, so if you like the onions a little bit bigger, there's an attachment that makes the onions just a little bit bigger.
Right. We use this for green peppers, everything. Even it's got a bigger attachment for potatoes.
Yeah, yeah,
And we've done that when we've done like our soups.
yeah.
You know, when we're trying to get rid of some potatoes in the house. So
Working smarter, not harder.
yeah. Now, if I went to school, I could dice up an onion, or if I worked in a kitchen. Ooh, that was airborne qualified, wasn't it?
I got it.
Hey, you sure did, didn't you? So, we're going to get these onions cut up. Now, honey, can you please go in and get me my second sheet, the garlic? And, since I forgot to grab it, can you grab our favorite seasoning, SPGO? Lowry salt works with that too. It's just salt and pepper to get the meat some flavor. Ooh, that onion's got a little kick. Now, this is why I love it so much. Look how beautiful. Oh, I just had a wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, let's try to get this. Hold on, I got it. I think I got it. It was twisted, so I unhooked it, and then I tried to do it, and then I screwed it all up like a big doo-doo head. So I'm going to try to hook it underneath. You know, whenever you're doing something with a video or a live, you usually get a screw up. You know, there we go. Let's see. Testing. See, even a screwed up apron won't stop us in John's kitchen. Because it just wasn't getting hot enough. Maybe it needs to work and go on there for a little bit, but I like to keep on doing the meat and flipping it. You know, you could put your lid on it, but I don't like a big chunk of meat that will come like that in a chip. I don't like that. This needs to be moved, so we're going to move that. We're not always the best, but we didn't give this any name, like some cheesy hamburger dip. My wife was the one, while we were eating it like second time, she just called it, hey, can you make that stuff? I was like, what stuff? And she called it
The dip.
The dip.
It doesn't need a fancy name. It pretty much speaks for itself, I would say.
And we eat a lot of this when we sit down and watch the game, because you just keep on grabbing a chip and putting it in, and you go grab another small little bowl, and then another bowl, and then before you know it, you're stuffed while you're watching the game.
And then you have a little bit of leftovers sometimes,
But
depending on how many people are here.
the Packers are playing in 2 weeks. Cutdowns are tomorrow, so we'll see how everything goes. You see how I'm getting this all nice and different, separated? The onions are starting to become translucent. You could smell the aroma of the garlic coming through. I put a little bit more SPGO, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, you know. And we're seasoning up this meat. So right when I get about here, when the meat is slightly brown with a little pink still in it, I like to put in the tomatoes. Right, hon?
Yep.
Now that thing is hot. Well, we're learning.
It's a little slow.
Now, I don't take the juice out because, here you go, hon. Because you got to drain this, because this isn't really lean meat. This is the 85-15. So the whole cost of this, doubling this up, okay, with the hamburger meat, is costing us $12. So, you know, this is going to be enough food like you wouldn't believe. This could feed 12. But we're Lockrans, we're watching the Packers, and this...
And we like to eat.
Honey, can you have the hot water running over there so I can put this, drain this off? So what we're going to have to do is you cook this until it's through. You know, if there's still a little piece here and there that's pink, that's okay, because it's going to go in the crock pot for at least 30 minutes. We did it last time on the crock pot, and it came out really good. But if you do one, you can get a nice glass dish, throw it in the microwave. You know, you put it in for a minute, you mix it up. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So let's get the next stage going. So that's all ground up and everything is sitting right there. And if you're going to be watching, you got to get your crock pot for your team, right?
Absolutely.
So her crock pot is the Green Bay Packers.
We got 2 of those, actually.
Yes, you do. So let's get this plugged in. And, you know, you can put it on low for an hour or high for a half hour, and it should be warm. The meat's going to be hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on high. Honey, your job is to open up the cheese. My job is to open up the chili. Like I said, oh, it's like dog meat. You know. Yeah, we're doubling it. Your job is to get all of that in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's your little...
We don't like the beans, but you could put black beans in there. You could, you know, different chili, different seasonings, anything you want. But we just like it as simple as this. 2 cans of the chili. And the chili is good enough, but we like the meat. We like how the meat, you know, the meat gets it thicker and more hearty. And you just pour this in. Now another thing, if you really want to, you could put one of those liners in here so it's not a mess. But part of using the crock pot is to make a mess. You know. So we're trying to get everything out of here. And I was brought up premium cheddar, not premier cheddar. So duh. You know, it helps out if I read correctly. Right, honey?
Yep.
Yeah. So whatever team is your favorite and how you root for your NFL team, or basketball, or hockey, or baseball, my favorite sport, or soccer, this is a great recipe when you have a bunch of people coming over to watch that game. That's really good cheddar. Yep, I see it sliding in there. And we get this all dumped in here, so then we can mix it all up. And then we'll show you. This is how simple it is. Am I missing something off of this? No, I'm not. Tomatoes, onions, hamburger, cheese. You could also throw, if it gets too not cheesy enough for you, some shredded cheese or cube cheese in here. I would not go with Velveeta. Ugh. I don't think that is cheese. I think that is. Ugh. And I know I'm going to probably have some people yell at me, but I don't like Velveeta.
It's gooey.
I'm trying to get all of that out of there. Ooh, I got pretty much of that out of there. And we're going to stick that right there. Now, I drained this mostly. There's a little grease in there, but that's okay. Just dump that on in there. Oh. And you already see why this is going to feed a family of 12 or 2 of your buddies. So now we give it the old magic mixing. And if you notice all that steam, it gets pretty warm just from the hamburger meat browning up. But we're going to mix this all up. Now, like I said, whatever seasonings you want to put in here right now to give it more. But, oh yeah, that's mixed up perfect almost. know, a little bit more chili right there. Make sure you get it from the bottom. And get those sides down. And the passage of time, that is nice and warm. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the wife come over because she's getting a little hangry. She's watching the Packers play. I don't know if she's upset that they didn't score a touchdown or she's just hungry. So we're going to get some of this dip for her. So let me open this up. Let me stir this up real quick. And you know how a crock pot is. The sides get a lot more hotter and that type of stuff. But let's just get that. We got her bowl. Give her a scoop. And like I said, you can add so much more to this. So I think she's going to have 3 good scoops. And you put some fresh cheese on there, some fresh onions, black olives, little sour cream, chives, however you want to do it. So my wife said at the end of the video, she gave me some constructive criticism. She said, let them see your face. So, haha. And I said, are you sure? So that's why I'm going to be doing it like this. Very simple dip. I have mine right here. I'm going to go grab them chips over there before she eats all my chips, and I just have to get a spoon. But this is a simple little thing for your Packer game. Whatever team you're going to go with, your favorite team. But we're here in Wisconsin. She's a humongous Packer fan. This is her favorite, the dip. And now you have a new recipe from us that was never written down. We just did it. So now it will be put up online. And now you have the dip for your next football party or sports party. It's delicious. I hope you enjoy. Look forward to seeing you in my kitchen again. And we're going to cook something even better next time. Thank you.